In this video, guys, we're doing something a little bit different. In this video, we're actually going to be tackling 2 album reviews. So we're going to try to, obviously, it goes without saying, the reviews themselves will be shorter and less detailed than they would be if each album had an individual video. But I'm knocking out Lecrae, Church Clothes Volume 2 and 3 in this video. Here's the album cover for Church Clothes Volume 2. Volume 2 has 17 tracks, 1 interlude, very long, it feels long, it's a mixed bag of a project, but as most Lecrae albums are, it's way more good than bad. There's only a few things on this album that really downright flop. Songs like Cosign Part 2 fall a little bit short when compared to stuff like The Drop, which is, they're essentially both the same song, it's just a much worse, much more muddily produced song than The Drop from Gravity. You also have songs like The Fever, which has a Jamaican hook, which worked on Violence, but it does not work on this song. It just doesn't sound great. I'm Turned is a hilarious song. It's not supposed to be hilarious, it just is, about getting high on the spirit, bro. About rolling, but you're rolling in your Christian faith. And you're smoking. I'm not smoking trees, bro. I'm smoking the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, which is just so hilarious. It's like the funniest song. And then you have Misconception Part 2, which features WLAK. I've never heard of this. It's some Christian, like underground Christian hip hop group, and they really don't do a great job. Like, Lecrae's rapping is so much better than these guys, and there's a lot of guest artists on this album, and they all basically do a better job. Specifically, Derek Minor on, I think he's on Was It Worth It? Or, I don't remember. But Derek Minor's on this album. He does a killer job. He does a fantastic job on this thing. Anyway, WLAK does a really bad job on Misconception Part 2, and it's really not very good. Besides that, the album is either good to great. Most of the songs are good with some solid lyrical stuff. Songs like Believe has a really good beat. Devil in Disguise is really good. Sell Out is one of my favorite Lecrae songs because the beat is amazing. There's like no chorus on this one. It's a very short song, and it's literally one of the best Lecrae songs. I love this song. Round of Applause has really great lyrics. We're talking about people overcoming the stereotype, people beating the odds. The lyrics on this one are particularly good. Was It Worth It? Finer Things. My Whole Life Changed. If I Died Tonight, and Hang On all have very profound, hard-hitting lyrics that work very well. And, Hands Up is like a hype song. It's not the best hype song Lecrae has done, but it works. So, solid album, mixtape, whatever you want to call it. I'm giving it 3.5 stars out of 5. Now this, Church Clothes Volume 3, this is something else. This is next level Lecrae. Honestly, this is pretty epic. This production on this thing, just first off, easily the best production on a Lecrae album. Like, this thing just sounds crisp from start to finish. Amazing. What this one does is, if you look at the album cover, the songs kind of, like, bring up the imagery of the album cover. It feels like it's all old school style. Like, it feels it's all samples. Most of this album is, like, samples, and these samples just feel, they're looped, and they're like vocal clips, and they're these bits and pieces, and they just have this throwback sound, and they all create this vibe of the album cover, and just has you feel like you're in a different place, along with the very harsh confrontational lyrics about race and love and all kinds of different things. It's lyrically, it's probably the most controversial Lecrae album, and it's also the least Christian. It's the most secular sounding, with the least amount of references to his faith. It almost passes as secular rap music without cursing. And both the lyrics and the music on this album are fire. Lecrae's performance on this thing is probably the best on any of his albums, where he just goes really, really hard, just dropping bars, just flowing really well, and just doing a great job. Lyrics are just really great. Freedom is a really hard-hitting song with a really great chorus. Freedom isn't free, but I still believe in my freedom. is what it says in the chorus. And it has a guest artist singing it. Gangland is about, man, this is some, you don't expect this kind of commentary from Lecrae usually. Like, this kind of biting, harsh social commentary. Talking about the purpose of gangs and how they actually were beneficial and good in ways. And, like, he just hits you. Deja Vu is a cruising song. Like, it's just a chill, amazing, vibey song that also has political commentary, but it's also just a ton of fun to listen to. Like, it's amazing all of the stuff that he's doing on this album. It Is What It Is and Cruising are other songs on this thing that are just kind of hype. They're kind of fun. They're just songs that make you feel good, but also with really great production that contributes to this vibe, this old throwback vibe the album has, with these great samples, and it's just really well mixed and well produced. Sidelines is really, really hype while doing very little. Lecrae's performance on this thing, just, it has this looming epicness in the background, and it's just a killer song. Easily one of the best Lecrae songs. Cruising is, I would say, another one of his best songs. Just amazing, chill vibes. It Is What It Is. Very fun. Just like Deja Vu. Also hitting you with some social commentary. Also hitting you with some great lyrics. While also being just fun. Can't Do You and Forever are both, like, songs about being pure, about staying true to the one you love, and they're, you know, they're love songs, and they're both good. They're both good songs, production-wise, very good. And then you have Misconceptions 3. Misconceptions 3 is this epic collab, the most epic collaboration Lecrae has done, with a bunch of, like, underground Christian hip-hop artists, like, not Reach Records rappers, which is so cool that he would do that, would team up with these non-Reach Records rappers. There's John Givens on this thing, Jay Givens, Jackie Hill Perry, and these people rap so hard. The wordplay, they're going lightning fast speed, amazing wordplay, and then you're like, no way can Lecrae, like, he's going to pale in comparison to these guys when he comes in at the end of the track. And even he does a great job. Lecrae kills it. The beat on this thing is, once again, you got that throwback beat, and it's fantastic. It's epic, and it's just great. I Wouldn't Know is definitely not the best song on the album, but still a solid song to close the album on, with a much darker tone. KB does a good job. Lecrae does a good job. Gavi does a great job on the beat. Great song. This whole album is great. This is a great album. A really epic album. Easily, in my mind, the best Lecrae album. I'm going to give this thing 4.5 stars out of 5. Guys, the reason I did this was I am so sick of talking about Lecrae. And this thing, the same thing is going to happen when we get into the M's. Because I reviewed, like, the entire discography of MercyMe. And Third Day, when we get to the T's, I did, like, all the Third Day albums. Which is weird, because I really don't listen to MercyMe, like, at all. Like, I just decided to review all the albums. Like, I'm not, like, even if I do think they're good, I don't really listen to that. I don't really listen to Christian contemporary music, like, almost at all. So it's weird that I reviewed them, and I'm going to be reviewing them on the channel. Oh, and the same thing I can say about Lecrae. Even this album, I really don't listen to Lecrae very much at all. Like, it's not on any of my playlists or anything, like, or on any of my downloaded songs. I just happened to review all the Lecrae albums a long time ago, so I'm reviewing them now. Anyway, thanks for watching these reviews. Have a great rest of your day.